In this training, we're going to wrap up our funnel builder trainings with a lot of the extras and things that you can do to enhance your funnel, to make it easier to build, as well as to replicate and use your funnel. So I'm going to show you a couple things here that that'll help you. So right now we've been working on our wellness coaching funnel. And remember, the only difference between funnels and websites are that we call pages and funnels steps, and we call pages and websites pages. And so we're going to click on inside of here, and we're going to start a new page or a new step inside of this funnel. And I want to show you a couple things. First, you'll see we can add a new step or import one. And so I could just come in and say, we're going to call this example step. So I could create this example step, and the path would be, if I want to give it a special path at the end called example. And so there would be whatever we've connected, whatever domain we've connected this to. And so / example, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave this as blank, and we'll click create the funnel step. Takes a few seconds, and then it's going to create it. Now, once we're here, you're going to see that you can now set this step up to work. We can create from blank, or we can use existing. So what does use existing mean? Well, our funnel, this particular funnel, our wellness coaching funnel, it has access to all the other sites, all the other funnels that I have inside of my account. So if I click use existing, I can choose from a funnel that I've built, a website that I've built, a webinar that I've built, and I can say, for example, we've only built one, but all of my funnels would be listed here. And I could say, choose this one, and I want you to use this thank you page. And if I use the thank you page, you'll see it loads on the right-hand side, and it's going to give me this as my template. This can be really helpful for those times when you're wanting to create a new funnel, like maybe a new freebie page or a new landing page, but you've already got a look and a feel that you like. You just need to have a completely new funnel for that. So you can clone or import an existing funnel page into your new funnel. So it's kind of nice. You can take from one other area and it'll import it in. Now, just remember, when you do that, you can make all the edits you want to this, and it will not affect the funnel that it was imported from. This is just duplicating or importing in as though it's a brand new fresh page just for this funnel. So that's one thing we do, or we can create from blank. And I'm going to show you this on creating from blank. I'm going to show you this. So, because I want to show you some of the other things you can do to build. So we're just going to create from a blank page. Now we're going to put all the things we've been learning back into play. Okay. So if it's a blank page, we know that the first thing it needs is a section. But I want to show you before I do that, maybe you're not sure what it is that you are going to, the look that you want. Maybe you don't know how you want to build it. I want to show you. If I just click this plus sign here and I go down in, remember we have all of these various sections. I'm going to choose pre-built sections, and you'll see we've given you an entire area, multiple categories of pre-built sections. So maybe the first thing that I want is that I want to have, let's go with, I want to have a welcome section. So I'm going to click on welcome. And this is where you're going to see your big headline at the top. So maybe you're like, oh, I want to do a welcome section with an image and maybe just a sales message. So I can select this. Or maybe I like this one here that has a headline with my offer and then a video. And I've got a video I want to show people. There's so many that you can choose from, but I'm going to go ahead and choose this one right here. So all I do is I just drag it and I drop it. And just like that, we now have an entire templated section. See, it's a complete section. We can name it and call it our welcome, right? Because we've learned how to use this editing side of our sections. But it has an entire area now ready for me to update. So I can change my main heading. I can add in some bullet points if I want. I can click. This is gonna open something. Things like that. So we have this entire area that we can now manipulate and edit. And so I go, oh, that's a good section. So let me add a new section. So I'm going to come through and I go, you know what? I need to have, I'm talking about this thing I'm giving them. So maybe I need to have a product section. So I'm going to look at the product here and look at this. It's perfect. It shows you all these different ways to share your product. So, you know, we did light here. Let's do dark. And I'm going to come in here. I'm going to drag this. I'm going to drop it. And now here it is. We have this drop. And so here's everything. You get a picture of my product. Here's everything you're going to get with this product. And don't feel like you're stuck here. Remember, you can use your branding boards to change your colors and all of those things. So I can come in, I can do all the adjustments that I want, but it gives me a template to work with. And I go, okay, so I've got this offer sec. Maybe for me, it's an about me page. And so I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so a second, makes it a little easier for me to find. So I'm going to add here and I'm going to go, I need an about me page. So I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to look for about me. And look at this. There's these about me pages. Love this one. So I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to drag it in. Maybe I got to hit the plus sign. It'll help me a little bit. If I hit this plus sign and now we've got, oh, there it is. I already dragged it. I'm sorry. Drag it and drop it. Now I've got this entire about me section. I can change the image and add something like that. And so on and so forth. We can continue to build. I can go, maybe, and you can just see there's so many. I want you to work through these things and learn about them and use them. But maybe you have partners or these are your plans, or you have these partners that you work with. And you can put logos of all the different people that you've worked with. So let's throw that in here. Like, hey, look at this. It's as seen with these, and you can put in their logos and change this as seen on. And as you can see, testimonials. Maybe you love to put in different things that people are saying, and so we can put in these testimonials here. Look at this. In just guessing what you would want, I've built an entire section. And of course, you're going to need a call to action. So let's talk about a call to action. So I'm going to add this section, a call to action section. And we have this right here that says, get started today. Let's go and do a dark view so we can break these things up. So here it is. We have this call to action section. But maybe I don't like this button. Okay, maybe I don't like this button. I want to show you we have some other types of pre-built items. Let's go to our buttons. We can choose from any of these buttons. So maybe I prefer more of a rounded button. I can just drop this in. It's going to give me this rounded button, and I can go through and make all my changes. I like the rounded button look, so I'm going to use that. We have pre-built social media icons, which we've talked about. We've got countdown timers that you can use. If you go through our countdown trainings, we have countdown timers that I can add my own specialized countdown button. We have pre-built images for different ways that you might want your images to look. So these are all pre-built areas that you can use. Not only that, but maybe you're looking for some special widgets. We've recently added, as of this training, some special widgets that you can use, and you can look and go, maybe I really need I want like a numbers thing. So let's just look at numbers here. Let's just type in number. Okay. And see. So here we go. Number counter. So I want this number counter here, and you can install, excuse me, I clicked it and then went away. You can install this number counter and it'll count up all your numbers for you, let's say, or maybe, and you can look at all of these. You can see there are so many different that are completely free, and they're there for you to add to your page, to add feel, to add vibe, to add look. You can see I haven't installed any here, but you can see what all of them are, and then just drag and drop them and use them. So we've given you so many things that you can use here. And I'm just going to continue down this path for a little bit and just go over a couple more things. Maybe I really like this section that I've created. Okay, so I created this section. I really like it. When I click on a section, you'll see here that I have a save button. If I want to save this section and use it in other places, I just click the save, and you'll notice we have two different types. So I named this. Let's call this my call to action. Okay. And I want to just explain this to you so you understand how it works. It's really great with menus, but let's just say I've got this call to action, and I have the option to save it as a template, and I want to show you that first. So I can save this as a template, and so let me show you what that means. I click save. Okay, give this a second. It's now saved as a template. I've edited this. I really like the way it looks. I might use this. I can use templates on any funnels or sites that I build. Again, that template is going to be there. When I come in here to add an element, you'll see section templates. When I select that, we have this call to action. I can drag it, I can drop it, and it'll add right into the system. There it is. Now I've got two of these, and I can add it in. I can make changes to it, but it gives me a starting point. So if you've created some sections, or you have some that you like from templates you've used, you can save them, and you'll always find them under section templates. I'm going to delete this for me, but you can find them there. You can also create global templates for the funnels or websites that you're working on. Now, the difference between a section template and a global template is, let's imagine that I have a menu. So let's go into our pre-built sections here, and let's go to navigation, our mega menu header. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this here. So we have this, and these are really advanced, but we're gonna show it to you anyways. I'm gonna grab this here, and I added this menu. So look at this. We have this great menu. You can see it has all these really cool features in it on this menu. Really awesome stuff. And you can come in and you can edit all of these things, and these mega menus, play with them. They're really fun, right? So let's say I have this and I really like this section, right? I'm going to have it. So I can save it, and I want to use this on every page because every page needs menus. Every page needs menus, right? And so, with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click save. Then I'm going to save it as I'm going to just call this my main menu. Okay. And I'm going to click it and call it a global section. Here's the difference. Now you'll notice my section just turned purple. Here's why it did that. When I go into, let's just jump up here and let's go to our offer at the very top. Oh, cancel, let's save. Remember, we always have to save. Okay. And once this is done saving, there we go. We will now go and let's go and move up to, let's click on our pages here and let's go to our offer page. Now watch this. This is really cool. On our offer page, let's say I wanted to add that global menu. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to go to my global sections, and I've got my main menu that I created. I'm going to add it up here. There it is. Here's the thing that you should see. Now let's say on my home page, okay, come over here to home, and I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to say go to website URL. I'm just going to say go to https://socialconnector.ai. Okay. And I'm going to turn this off here. I'm going to click submit, and then I'm going to save, and I'm going to get a warning here. It says, hey, you've made a change to a global section. It affects all the other pages. So I'm going to click save. Here's what just happened. Let's go back down now to our example step that we've been working in. We're going to click OK. When I come in here, let's look at this home menu and let's look and edit this particular page. Look at this. It says socialconnector.ai. What I do on a global section impacts that section on every page of a template. This is super powerful for menus. When you're creating menus, it's really powerful that if I change it at one place, I change it everywhere. Same thing is true if I change an about section, but I've saved it as a global section and I want that about section to show up in different places. I don't have to change my bio every time. It'll save everywhere. So these are just some of the fun tricks that you have. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to delete this section here. And obviously we can always come into our sections. I'm going to delete it from here. We don't need it. The only thing you should know about global sections versus section templates, global sections are only going to show up on the funnel or site that they were built in. So that's just the one thing you should know. But those are just some extra little fun things that you can learn. How to duplicate or import pages, all the pre-built items that are there for you, how to use section templates, how to use global templates, how to find the widget marketplace and add special widgets that you can use inside the system. These are all things that I encourage you to play with, to work around with, and find your perfect fit. This is how you get good at building out your funnel. Obviously, take your design classes, go work with a business coach and learn, or a marketing coach and learn what you should design and what content needs to be there. But once you know the content you want, now with all these trainings we've done, you should have a good idea of how to add that content to your